Alright, yo, this is another Snackxs review. Back again with my boy Max. This is Terrell's main. He's at 2100 elo, so he's high diamond, he's like mid-high diamond, right? Let's just say mid diamond. He says he can't beat this guy. He's only beat him 3 times in the past out of 25 matches. He can't find any weaknesses. He wants to know how to approach an axe and hammer. He wants to know how to play versus sword guitars. Terrell seems slow. So Theros isn't too slow to play against sword guitars. You just gotta know the matchups, and you kind of gotta understand what type of guitar and sword player you're playing against because there's several different types, and you gotta do different things for each type. Get into it. This is my second time recording this shit, so I already know what's gonna happen. So basically, here, like you do really good here, right? I think your hammer, like just out of looking now, like your hammer needs more turnaround dares. You got to this point in the air where both of you guys are kind of scared. I mean, you can go for the okay, that was a decent attempt for the dare. Um, right, and then this was a really good neutral light. He just dodged through. Right, so when you get here, you could just go for turnaround dare, and that would have picked up right here also. And then now I want to get to my big point. Stomping a neutral sig is really good, and you kind of have to be really aware of the situation. If you're in mid stage, stomping a neutral sig is not good because especially early because it doesn't the damage is kind of mediocre, and then it doesn't really put them that far off the map, right? If you're on the edge, right, where the Tori is now, if you stomp Nutrasig here, and you're really competent in your ability to edge guard with hammer, then that's really good. You should go for that. But if you don't think you can edge guard that well with hammer, or you can't edge guard this person that well with hammer, then you should like maybe 97% always go for stomp down sig on hammer. It is a true combo. It does like 40 plus damage on a Tori, right? And I think you land another stomp here. Right, yeah, so you land another stomp here. You gotta do these stomp down sigs because of like how much damage it does. Satori would be orange right now, meaning like a Sayer would probably do a lot of force putting her off the map, and Nutrisig would probably kill things like this. So you always gotta max out your damage. That was really bad sig. Oh, you charged it. See that was a really good neutral sig because you would have put him off the map, and getting people off the map is really good. Right, you might be fishing for this neutral sig a little too much, right? If you fish for it so much, then the Hattori's gonna know, and the Hattori's not gonna run into it. So it's kind of one of those things where you can't do it too much. Axe recovery is like a really hard move to fucking use. You gotta be careful with that. Alright, nice neutral light. So yo, recently Hammer Nair got buffed a lot. Like that one frame, there was a lot of times where Hammer Nair got beat out because of that one frame. But now that one frame comes out, and then Hammer Nair doesn't lose that much to air. So try to contest more of Hammer Nair. Especially when they're high up. If they're if they're like basically you can use this platform as an example of how high when you should if you should contest Hammer Nair. If they're anywhere around the height of this platform, then Hammer Nair is like super good. Let me turn on mouse capture. Right, if they're anywhere around this platform, like above it or just even even a little bit below it, hammer and air is super good. But if they're bunny hopping and fast falling in this area, hammer and air is like really, it's kind of weird. But Teros has down sig and Teros has neutral sig area, so you gotta remember that. Yeah, you gotta be really careful with recovery because recovery, the hitboxes on recovery are really, really awkward. Alright, something that's really good that that you can kind of bait your opponent is that you don't really know about yet is so you see this Sair that you go for here? This Sair is really good, especially if you keep floating back like you are. So look, you float like you went back, your recovery time is done. If you do these type of Sairs and you slide back and they don't take the proper spacing to punish the Sair, like this is not really good spacing, you can just straight up sidelight, right? You can just sidelight him really quick. That would have hit, and then sidelight leads to a whole bunch of other things. So, like, retreating, like fallback Sair into sidelight is really good, by the way. Because sidelight into downlight is a true combo, and it's really good because he has 8 force, blah, 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 blah. So you did it there, but it wasn't really good play. You kind of have to be aware of your opponent's place. Oh yeah, you're dead here. 100. Yeah, once again, try to do less axe recoveries. And another thing that you're doing is that when you recover, right, and you're away from the stage, you're spamming recovery instantly, and then you just get sniped with throws, or you get sniped with a Sair, depending on where you are, you know? Alright, nice highlights there. That recovery was actually pretty good. Also, so if you notice that you guys are doing this dodge through stuff, you don't have to dodge through. Like if you know he's gonna dodge through, don't even dodge or don't even attack. You know, just turn around and do a really fast startup move. Yeah, you're dead here. So your recovery needs work. But yeah, like there's a lot of times. Like let's see if we can find it. There's a lot of times you guys are on stage, right? Right here. Alright, so all this is whatever, right? You see this dodge in thing? This is really like you can kind of counter this really hard. If you know that he's gonna dodge in, like if you just walk forward and you make it seem like you're gonna dodge in too, and then he dodges in, you just turn around, you do neutral light on you do side light on hammer, you could do neutral light on hammer, you could do side light on axe. You know, you can basically side light is probably the best thing on axe, but on hammer it depends on how far they're dodging through and everything. And you don't have to dodge with them, you know, like you can you can trick it to where you can mix it up to where you dodge through and then sometimes you don't dodge through, you just turn around and attack because that's a pretty big thing that's going on here. um but yeah, you could have took that stock super early on what's it called, on this Satori. If you did Storm down sig, don't spam recovery as you get back to the stage. Yeah, so you dodged in twice. He caught you every single time. No stomp down sig, so you didn't get as much damage. All right, boom. Nice neutral sig. So yeah, you know he's gonna dodge in, and you try to dodge back to counter it. Just don't dodge back. Just like attack. Okay. Edge guard. Got the jumper. Oh yeah, you guys are just dodging to each other. You just gotta turn around and attack. To approach with hammer, it's kind of depends on what they're playing, how you like to play hammer. To me, it might be a player thing, right? It might be because you know that this guy has beaten you 22 times, right? And it feels like you're not comfortable playing anything, right? Like before, because like when you load into this match, right? Oh, to me, I could be wrong, right? But it seems like when you load into this match and you see this guy and you see the record, you're like, oh man, this guy. You already get this defeated mindset, right? And you're kind of not doing what it seems like. It doesn't seem like you're getting comfortable while playing. That makes sense. You have to be comfortable. And right now, it doesn't feel like you're playing comfortable. We're trying to play reactionary, and reactionary is not that good with Taros unless you're being super reactionary, right? But you're not really being super reactionary. You're kind of like being pre-reactionary. Like, okay, I think he's gonna try to react to it before it happens. So you're not parrying, um, and he's just taking advantage of the movements. And uh, it just feels like you kind of it feels like you're defeated before the match even starts. That's what it feels like.
Three, two, one, brawl!
Yeah, like you're playing so scared here, and I don't know why. It's like super scared. You don't have to be scared, you know. So you didn't like the axe, so now you're playing hammer. All right, you getting nice jump reads. I think it was questionable. All right, nice try with the side stick. Throwing a weapon, throwing out axe recoveries, which aren't that good. Trying to get the axe recovery spike. It's spacing your Sayers. One thing that could help a lot for you is Up close punishes, you need to do neutral light or down light on these up close punishes. Yeah, your punish game is not that great. Like here, neutral lights aren't that good. I mean, side lights aren't that good. Like this, like he's on top of you, you know. All right, so now you like an axe. I mean, like an axe. So. We already went through this. Stomp down sig is better for the damage. Just go for side light down. Yeah, there you go. Side light down. You don't need to get fancy. You don't need big combos. Just get damage. Especially if you're worried about an opponent, right? If you're really worried about an opponent, just get damage. You don't need anything big. Like when you think that an opponent is going to get the best of you, it's about consistently doing good things instead of going for crazy things. Yes, sir. That was questionable. Oh, you almost died. He hit you out of recovery. Alright, looks like you're doing decent now. So like the thing is, you're really not approaching. You're not approaching him. So I don't know if this is how you play. If you like to approach, if you don't like to approach, like okay, you could use down air like a whole bunch of like down air is really safe, by the way. So yeah, you're already not approaching him. Not really sure what to tell you on how to approach because like approaching's not for everybody, you know. Like everybody says like, oh, I want to be aggressive, blah blah blah, and all this other stuff, but no, aggressive isn't it. Aggressive isn't for everybody, man. Like good aggressive players, they know what they want to do and then they just do it. They don't really think about it. Like if you're gonna be aggressive, you can't think about how you're gonna be aggressive. You know, you could think about it like a few seconds before, and then you already have a game plan. But okay, nice combo. So these axe aerials are really misspaced. I don't know if this is nerves, if you always misspace these and other people run into them, but definitely might need to go to training room and practice spacing all of these stairs. Look at the hitboxes and stuff like that. Space the stairs, space the dares. Learn when to do them correctly. But like you're already in diamond, so. Alright, that was really good. Teros is good like that. If you get close to somebody when they're off stage, a lot of the times they don't really fight back. So you can force them to do a dodge and then punish them as they get to the wall. That was good. See, like these dares, they're not close, you know. Yeah, these dares that you're going for are not close. Some of the dares that you go for are mistimed, misspaced. You gotta pick up that weapon before he edge guards you for too much. Not edge guards, but weapon guards. Like that dare wasn't close. All right, these are okay. These moves are really good. Now you're playing super good. Oh, you just ran away. That was the Sair. The Sair into like retreating Sair into side light is good there. You gotta challenge him in the air with nairs around that height that I was telling you about. Nice neutral sit. Alright, good combo. That was really good combo. Okay. Very nice throw. Get back to the stage. Ugh. Alright. So I probably gotta play some games. To be honest with you. Not sure if I can find an Hattori. Not really sure I can find. I could try Strikeout. So yeah, it just seemed like you weren't comfortable at all that match, and you have to be as comfortable as possible when playing. Um, First games of the day. Let's see what I can do.
Teros.
Your aerials were misspaced.
Ulgrim.
Ogrim, and then we'll finish.
Nash. 3, 2, 1.
Definitely play some games. Ouch. I kind of want him to react to the stomp. See what I can get. All right, stomp Dutrasig at the edge. You know, I didn't land. I didn't land a stomp. The first stomp I land was first stomp I land. I just wanted to test him. You know, like the way you place your Sairs, they have to be. You have to make them dodge. You know. He did axe recovery, and I just punished it, right? Stomping a down sig. Look at that damage. Try to stomp that. Dead here? No. Oh, I just missed that. Try to hit him. Yeah, like you gotta be super comfortable no matter who you play. I was just too late on the side. Alright. I can't get the kill. I'm bad. I mean, I could just sig, but whatever. So as you play against Katars, you kind of have to sair the jump there, right? You see how I'm meeting him in the air, and I'm going for the jump there. I mean jump sair as he's in the air. But you kind of got to do that on hammer. You just walk backwards and you jump sair if you think they're gonna dare. That's fine. See, he's above that area, so I went for the nair.
Nine.
Alright, let's go for another game. You gotta get into that habit. It's so good. And it also puts people above you, which nair is like super good. You know, it doesn't hit red, so at red you just stomp air, or you stomp neutral sig. Okay, so we got Katars.
3, 2.
Like, to approach with hammer, you can just approach with like sairs, right? Like dodge do sairs. Like this. But the sairs have to be good. It's just not sair. It's just, you gotta be really, really good sairs. No. Or you could approach with dare. Or you can approach with nairs. Right, you can do like dodge in nair or some shit. It really just depends on your hammer, you know. You could approach with a throw. See, you don't want to be on the ground when they go for the dare, right? So make sure you're never on the ground when bow, not bow, but when guitarists go for the dare. Alright, so now we got Notori. Yeah, I know he's gonna dodge in. Yeah, I'm looking for the dodge in. So when you go for axe recovery, you're not trying to hit them. You're trying to basically, you're going for where you think they're gonna be when you go for it, if that makes sense. So like axe recovery, it's not to try to hit people, it's to try to trick people into thinking that you're gonna hit them, and then you make them react and go to a certain area. That's axe recovery. So we're gonna do one more. But yeah, to approach with axe, super easy. Just fucking go for dares. You just dare them over and over again. Really smart dares. If you have trouble landing dares, then definitely go to the training room. Like, don't be afraid to hit the bot over and over and over. Move to practice the space. speed at which you have to fast fall and stuff like that. I think a lot of people are scared of training rooms. Like, oh, I'm this good. I don't need training. So yeah, a lot of hammer is like you can go for Sares and then you make people think you're gonna go for the Sare and then like you pick them up with Dare like this, right? So it's like a lot of baiting, right? And it's just a lot of dares, right? So and you need to learn side light. I don't think you did one side light. Ouch. Like you could just fall down on people and do dare. I'm really bad. I didn't hit the true combo. Hey, I know you want to see land, so
Player one wins.
like if all you do is like copy me, then I think you might be fine. I couldn't like I don't have any people that play Hattori on right now. Like I could ask to play against EXO, right? And I'm pretty sure he might agree, right? But then again, EXO, probably want to learn that much. Who knows? I would learn a lot, but you might not learn enough. Or my bad, Daiku, dude. His name on Twitter is Daiku now. So, but yeah, man. I hope this helps. If not, if this wasn't enough, right? If this wasn't enough, if you went to training room and you tried the Sares, you tried approaching with dares, you tried stomping the down sig, tried going for more nairs, and that still wasn't enough. You tried approaching with dares and axe and everything that I mentioned in this video, and that still wasn't enough. And like you gotta sidelight his sidelights on sword. If you can land really good sidelights on hammer, that's also good too. But if this wasn't enough, you know, just email me back and say, yo, can we do this one more time? And then I'll be like, okay, yeah, let's go. This is not a one-time thing. Like if I'm not giving you the as much tip as you need or as much tips as you need, or you feel like you need more tips, just send in more replays. It's not that really big of a deal to me because I'm willing to do this times as long as it helps people. So if you need more help, send in more replays. And yeah, I hope this helps. Not send 5 times. I'm hot, but yeah, man. I hope this. What am I saying? Okay, yo, we're out of here. Thanks for sending in reviews, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, later.